Ladies and gentlemen, the Buttsman here, and it is time. The merch drop is here. It is now. It's all bloody happening. Everyone in the Good Motherfucker Club over the next couple of hours or so will receive a text message with a link that will take you to the website and give you early access to the merch drop. But what if you're not a part of the Good Motherfucker Club? Well, you should be, because you're going to go into the draw to win $5,000 on Thursday night, but also you still can. It's all good. Just sign up with the link below and you will get a message, and you will get sent a link and early access to the merch drop before it sells out. Now, I've been talking about the merch drop for months now. Here is the trailer.
Isaac Butterfield Collection 5. Available now exclusively to Good Mother Club members. Gain access via isaacbutterfield.club and go into the draw to win $5,000.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a masterpiece. Look at this. What about the Proud Man Spreader t-shirt? Absolutely beautiful. Last time it all sold out in 24 hours. This time it'll sell out absolutely fucking 10 times quicker, which is 2.5 hours. So you better fucking hurry up. Don't forget, Thursday night, huge live stream. We're gonna give away $5,000 to a member of the Good Motherfucker Club. And if you spend over $60 on the store, you will get 50 extra entries to that giveaway, which includes not only the $5,000, but merch packs. I don't know, I'll send you any dirty undies or something like that, and free tickets to shows, all that type of stuff. It is amazing. And I know you're heading over to the website right now, as you should. This is still a good video, so you should stick around for that. But also, I just wanted to say, thank you very much for supporting me and this channel. I love yous. Now, on with the video. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a few reasons that the outsiders, the people who ain't from round here, the Brits, the Americans, wouldn't like this great country. For starters, we don't have to wear a fucking mask to walk to the letterbox, which is wonderful. I was recently on a plane the other day, and you have to wear a mask fucking everywhere. Do you know how hard that is with a fucking face like this, with a beard like that? I'm just sucking off face pubes all fucking day. But it turns out that us Aussies are quite hated by people all over the flat earth. People really seem to despise us, and it's something that I feel is quite offensive, racist, and shocking, and let me tell you all about it right now. This is all according to a news.com.au article, which they sourced from Reddit, so whatever. Surprising things immigrants and tourists list as Australia's biggest shortcomings. There's 15 of these, in fact, which is quite outrageous, may I say. Aussie immigrants and tourists have listed a number of things that Australia doesn't do as well as their home countries, and some are a little contentious. Ooh, I can't wait for those. Our barbecues. Oh my God. You're talking shit about our fucking barbies, bruh. The barbecue, the snag, the outrageously burnt onion are all things that Australia holds near and dear to its clogged artery heart. They are some of the most holy of Australian traditions, and can I just say, Simone Mitchell from news.com.au, how dare you! This one might sting for many Australians, as the Aussie barbecue has become a part of our national identity. One person from Brazil wrote, "We do barbecues way better." Well, well, well. The Brazilians, eh? Famed for their waxes, their nuts, and vuvuzelas. Yes. Come to claim the Barbie, have ya? Well, I tell you what, I've actually been to a couple of Brazilian barbecue joints, and they are fucking amazing. But where are the sausages, you fools? You have missed out on the fucking quintessential part of an Australian Barbie, that mushed up bit of all different bits of animals coming together once and for all, encased in what I was told as a child was a pig intestine and is apparently some other synthetic thing. Anyway, encased in that, and then straight in your gob and straight to your heart. That is what you motherfuckers in Brazil are missing out on. Snags. Side note, I was actually recently told about a family member who many years ago used to sneak raw sausages, hide behind the lounge and eat said raw sausages. I'm not going to reveal their name or the position in my family because it would provide them with immense embarrassment. But what I will say is I don't know how they're alive. Our internet. Okay. Fair enough. In this section, a Canadian starts complaining about how bad Australian the internet is. Well, how about this, mate? You're spot on. It's fucking atrocious. Charging for condiments. User Sober Source wrote, how on earth are they still charging for condiments? 50 cents for a teaspoon of ketchup is crazy. Oh my God. This is a thing. This is a real problem. There once was a perfect Australia in which I was a young 13-year-old boy and I would ride up to the local Whitebridge shops and get some fish and chips. You see, I would buy $5 of chips with my friends and that would be enough for all of us. And we would not get a tiny packet of sauce. Nay, we, from the fat dude who owned it, would get a whole bottle of tomato sauce and barbecue sauce and we'd mix the dogs. The whole thing about charging 50 cents for a fuck off little pouch of sauce, it makes me sick. The supermarkets, what the fuck is wrong with Woolies and the poor man's version of Woolies, Coles? This is from someone from the UK. Our supermarkets are a lot better than Coles and Woolworths, and we have a much wider variety of food. Another person agreed, saying, have to agree about the UK supermarkets, they're brilliant. Coles and Woolworths are not even in the same ballpark. What are you talking about? Coles and Woolworths are giant stores with hundreds of thousands of items. How much variety does one need? You got 2 different versions of an apple. Is that not enough? You fucking whinging poms. I mean, I've been to the supermarkets in the UK. They're alright. You know what they remind me of? Coles and Woolworths. Social progress. One user wrote that Australia was quite backwards when it came to social progress. Canada had marriage equality ages ago, they wrote. Returning land to the First Nations was done decades before I was born. Marijuana was legalised a few years back. Medical marijuana maybe 15 years ago. Separation of church and state, no religion in public schools going back to the 70s. Now, some social progress is wonderful, great and needed. Others, not so much. You see, in Australia, we are lagging behind, and I agree with that. Things like the Gay Marriage Act, like that took way too long. Other things like having CBD at the pharmacist so you can have it for your pain or your anxiety or whatever. And I feel like Australia is sort of just a little bit behind everyone in the middle. But there's other countries that are far too far in front. They've gone full fucking woke. Take, for example, America at the moment in the House of Representatives. They are eliminating gendered language in the House of Reps, like mother, father, son, daughter, because that will change the world, won't it? Australia, when it comes to social change, help people out, look after people, but never go too fucking woke. It'll fuck your country up. Limited access to the countryside. We all live next to the fucker, unless you live in a city, you live next to the bush. The fuck are you talking about? The healthcare system. Reddit member here for the fish. Powerfish? Originally from Germany wrote, I think the healthcare insurance system is better in Germany, and they may be right. I think it's pretty good in Australia though, because in America, if you go over there and you're in a car crash and you lose a leg, if you don't have a credit card when you arrive at the hospital, they will find the closest water source and put you in it head first. The way we treat the elderly. What's wrong with sticking Nana in the closest old person's home with the most amount of Rona we can find and have her being looked after by nurses who spent probably 15 minutes at university, and by 15 minutes I mean as they were driving past the university to get to TAFE one day, there was a car crash and they sat there for 15 minutes out the front of the university and don't know their ass from their elbow. This is actually a serious one. Interaction with Indigenous culture. One commenter wrote, I would say embracing the Indigenous culture is a real shortcoming in Australia. Now other countries like New Zealand do this really good, and I'll concede that Australia does it poorly. It's a real shame, because the other day I was saying to someone who is an Indigenous person, I said, I feel like, and what I'm trying to say here is it's very long-winded, and I won't put it all in this video, I'll just say something very quickly. Maybe I'll make a video about it in the future. I feel very proud of this country and its people and everything we do. And I also feel like I belong more to the Indigenous culture because they're also Australian than I do to some fucking British ancestor from 250 years ago. And I really hope there is one day where we can not have the colour of each other's skin or what our ancestors did or where they come from be the deciding factor in whether or not we get along. I really hope that does come to fruition one day in Australia. But it remains to be seen, and maybe we'll talk about it in a video later on. Approach to food. One user said, one thing above all else that France does better is their reverence for meals. Like not just the food, but the act of sitting down together for a meal. Listen, dickhead, France doesn't serve chicken palmy so they can go and get fucked. Our curriculum, A poster originally from the UK said they came over from England with their family when they were about 10, and the biggest shock to me was the difference in curriculum. That's actually really racist, okay? Our teachers are the best teachers in the world. They're the most hands-on teachers in the entire universe, particularly the PE teachers, yes. We learn so much from school. Like, no other country learns the amazing things like we do. Like, for example, there are no other countries out there that would learn this. If Timmy is 35 centimeters taller than Karen, and Karen is 5 kilos lighter than Betty, how big is John's cock? Huh? Oh my God. Our cycling infrastructure. Openly Jaywalking wrote that Australia had a lot of work to do to make cycling safer and easier for people, and I completely agree. And here's what we need to do with all the cycleways in this country. Move them all to, well, this location. And limit the water. The way our houses are set up? The fuck? One thing I noticed, the structure of the house in Australia, in the living room, is in the back of the house, hence the street is dead eerie in the night. In Malaysia, the living room is in the front of the house, so we can see the lights coming from every house, and the TV making faint noises that can make you feel a little at ease. Number one, who gives a fuck? Number two, Australian houses are actually designed after the mullet. It's party at the back, business at the front. Our meat pies? How about you suck the biggest cock ever in existence? This may be controversial, but I think New Zealand has better pies. Fuck you. User Kid Monkey agreed, saying New Zealand pies were better as there was more butter in the pastry. Another person said they had way better pies in the UK and Aussie pies were highly overrated. I'm in shock. As for extra buttery Kiwi fucking pies, you people fuck sheep. So don't tell me how to make a pie. You fucking sheep fuckers. Ladies and gentlemen, the merch drop is here. Finally, I'm absolutely pumped. So thank you very much for going onto the website, checking it out. Don't forget, if you spend over $60, you get 50 extra entries into the $5,000 giveaway on Thursday night, and you still have time to join the Good Motherfucker Club so you can get access today. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Mid-X stinks. I don't know what the fuck this is. Keep it moist. Toodle. Bye bye.